Hello, everybody. Today I want to do a little vlog, uh, kind of off of some of the stuff from my new book, Remembering Ourselves as One. Today I'm going to talk about moving from mind-centered to heart-centered living. Have you ever felt like your mind just won't stop? You're constantly thinking, analyzing, worrying, replaying conversations, planning every possible outcome, and yet, despite all that thinking, you still don't feel at peace. What if I told you that the answers you've been searching for aren't found by thinking harder? They're found by feeling deeper. Today, we're exploring one of the most profound shifts you can make in your spiritual journey. And that's moving from mind-centered living to heart-centered living. And that's what's fascinating is the science is beginning to validate what ancient spiritual traditions have taught us for thousands of years. So let's dive in. Why should we live in our hearts? Most of us have been conditioned to believe that the mind is the most powerful part of who we are. From childhood, we're taught to solve problems logically, think critically, and rely on facts. Now, don't get me wrong. The mind is an incredible tool, and facts are very important. It helps us to learn, to create, and make good decisions. But here's the problem. The mind also likes to replay the past, worry about the future, judge, compare, and imagine worst case scenarios. When we live exclusively from the mind, we often experience stress, anxiety, indecision, and emotional exhaustion. Have you ever noticed that? The wisdom of the heart. Now, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the heart. I'm not talking about the physical organ alone. I'm talking about the energetic and emotional center of your being. The head or the heart doesn't operate through fear. It doesn't constantly compare. Instead, it communicates through compassion, intuition, love, gratitude, forgiveness, and inner knowing. The heart asks a very different question than the mind. Instead of asking, what makes the most logical sense? It asks, what feels true? What aligns with my highest good? What serves love? Imagine making decisions from that place. How different would your life look? Science is catching up with that. Now, here's where that's really gets exciting because researchers have discovered that the heart contains its own intricate network of neurons, sometimes called the heart's intrinsic nervous system. The heart isn't just responding to the brain, it's constantly communicating with it. In fact, signals from the heart influence areas of the brain involved in attention, emotional processing, memory, and decision making. Think about that for a minute. Your heart is actively participating in how you experience the world. This incredible communication between the heart and the brain is why researchers are so interested in something called heart coherence. So, what is heart coherence? Heart coherence is a state where your heart rhythm becomes smooth, balanced, and synchronized. When this happens, your nervous system functions more efficiently. Your brain works more clearly. Your emotions become more balanced. People experiencing heart coherence often report feeling more peaceful, more focused, more creative, more resilient, and much less reactive to life's challenges. It's almost like your entire system begins working in harmony. So, what does it mean living from the heart? Heart-centered living doesn't mean ignoring your intellect. It means allowing your heart and your mind to become partners. Your mind gives you information. Your heart gives you wisdom. Your mind tells you what's possible. Your heart tells you what's meaningful. When these two work together, something beautiful happens. Life begins to flow. Relationships improve. Stress decreases. You become more authentic because you're no longer living from fear. You begin living from alignment. So, a simple practice, and I'll tell you what to do. I'd like to guide you through something you can begin doing today. Close your eyes if you are able, and take a slow, deep breath. Now place your attention in the center of your chest. Imagine you're breathing in and out through your heart. As you continue breathing, bring your mind to someone or something you're deeply grateful for. Maybe it's a loved one, a pet, a beautiful sunrise, a cherished memory. Allow yourself to actually feel that gratitude. Not think about it, feel it. And just stay there for a few breaths. We'll do it together. Notice how different your body feels. Notice how your mind begins to quiet. This is the beginning of heart coherence. Another way you can grab that on is to place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and just breathe from the belly. And next, what I want you to do is visualize an infinity symbol coming down and meeting in your heart and going back up to your head and coming up and down, figure eight. Just visualize that with a circular breath and just continue that for a few minutes as well. And that will help you get your heart-brain coherence way up. So as humanity continues to awaken, I believe we're being invited into a new way of living. And that is what my hope is. So thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope that you continue to expand your heart awareness. I do have some really awesome videos on my Intergalactic Classroom series. I highly recommend the Lotus Flower of the Heart Activation Guided Meditation. It's a great beginning point. I also have the Lotus Flower Journey, um, which is a 30-day journey of opening your heart and being more aware through your heart and helping you to start living through your heart. I greatly appreciate all of you, and I thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.